What is up, App Nation? It is Steve P. Young, founder of appmasters.com. And today you're in for a treat because it's just me. So I want to answer all your questions related to helping you grow your app downloads. And as you know, more importantly, those revenues. And the meat of this particular live stream, I'm going to talk about an app that we literally for years was doing nothing, and how one simple ASO change helped me successfully exit this app last year for 5 figures. And I can tell you, if you got any questions about selling your app or even buying your app, this is the live stream. And obviously you can ask me anything you absolutely want. So I even have my own intro video, guys. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Here we go. All right. Thank you, Sanchu. He doesn't want to come on. I asked Sanchu, come on. All right. What's up, PJ? Patrick is here. Domjan is here as well. Joe, what's up, Joe? Martin in India. Yo, Steve, I launched my first app a few months ago. Made my first 101 in December. Couldn't have done it without you in this channel. Next step is Indie App Santa. Martin, congrats, bro. Look, I celebrate the first $1. Like, that is fucking awesome, dude. Congratulations. Jan is here. I'm going to assume it's Jan, not Jan. Jan, good to see you. Timothy. We got Miguel. Hey, fam, ready to make some money. Yes, sir. Let's do it, man. Joe, congrats. And then Aiden is here as well. And then so is Priest. Okay, so let me just show you guys this right now. We've got an upcoming video that talks about all our favorite case studies of 2024 and how we've been able to take an app that's making a few $100s all the way to $90,000 within the first year, which is amazing. Sometimes I'm jealous. I'm like, I help all these clients out, which is my number one priority. But at the same time, like, I do the same thing for my apps and it doesn't go anywhere. So here we go. Yeah, Jan said right. What up, Sirhan? Ace Exam Pro, good. What's up, bro? Okay, let's share my app. Awesome. All right, here's the app. So as you can see, we launched this a while ago and it was in my partner's app account too, but we moved it over, but for the longest time, barely doing anything, right? Barely doing anything. And what we did was we changed the ASO around and we were able to get to #1 for 2 keywords. And this is, we got a new ASO course that we're trying to really film. And this is my sort of way of thinking about it. We've seen many apps do this. You know, a lot of times we'll focus on a lot of different keywords. Here's my approach now. Find 2 keywords. Now, I was able to find these 2 keywords, and I'll show you guys these tools. But the ASO strategy I want to highlight here is, look, come up with 10 keywords that are relevant to your app, okay? Just 10. And I'll tell you why you need 10. Then focus on just, because 10 is a good number that you can put these keywords into the title and subtitle, all right, of US and then Spanish Mexico. And for those who are new, the US App Store indexes the Spanish Mexico localization. And so you want the best keywords, the highest priority and the highest weight of a keyword is going to be in the title and subtitle. So that's why I picked 10, because you can pretty much get away with 6 or 8 targeting some different phrases one way or another in these 4 localizations. You're just going to pick 2 that you're going to really key in on, like literally be obsessive. Pay attention to how well you rank for that particular keyword. And here, let's bring in back this screenshot. This is what we did. So as you can see, right when I changed it, it went boom, and then it started really climbing. All right. And it does fluctuate. And I won't get into the details of why it fluctuates. Maybe if you're part of the Academy, App Masters Academy, if you want to join the Academy, appmasters.com/academy, I'll share the details. We just came off a mastermind hangout. We meet every month, every Friday, not every Friday, the first Friday usually of every month. And we meet at 7 a.m. Pacific. So just so you guys know. All right, here we go. So that's what I'm talking about. And that's what the big difference you can get when just that little change made a big difference. The acquirer came to us and said, hey, we're interested in buying your app. Would you be interested in selling it? We negotiated a little bit and then boom, it was a seamless sell. And now they're off and running for this particular app. So if you got any questions about how anything related to the process of selling an app, well, that's, you know, I can answer all that questions. And in case you don't believe me, I always think like maybe I'm insecure, but I'm like, hey, have some proof. So here's the escrow.com transfer. I didn't show how much we sold it for, any of that stuff. I did share it with our App Masters Academy community about who bought it and the whole entire process, but we were able to exit that app successfully. So, hey, give me some questions, guys. All right. Otherwise, I'm going to run out of content. Let me go into, I've shared this detail as well, but here's how we're able to find this app. And for those who are just joining, look, the main thing to do, and I'm going to pick on meditation right now, but the ways that you can find it are a couple of different tools. I know a lot of people have talked about Google Trends, which is very good. So use Google Trends to come up with new keywords, because they'll come up with rising keywords that maybe people aren't paying attention to yet. And then they'll come up with some obvious keywords that are going to be like the most popular. So I'm just going to pick on meditation, but if you guys got a certain app that you guys want me to look at or do some ASO for free for you guys, let me know in the comments and I'll take a peek at it, and just give me some keywords that you want me to focus on. So here's all we're doing, right? This app was more of a motivational quote app. I know you guys have a lot of people came out with that after my video about motivation app, but it was a motivational quote app that we sold. And so when we're doing keyword research, we're kind of just thinking through what those keywords would be. And I'm picking on meditation. My favorite way of doing this is obviously you can click on any of the top ranking ones, but you can also click on, what I like to do is click on something that doesn't belong. So like Medio, maybe they're running a lot of ads, right? Maybe you're running a lot of ads, but I click on this little eye icon. Hopefully app follow will work. Doesn't always work. This is where we found the keyword. All right. Now, when you find the keyword, you're only looking for a keyword that is around 30 search traffic or more. It could be 25, but try to find something around 30. 27 is okay, but 30 is the sweet spot, because it tends to be enough traffic for you to drive downloads and see sales, right? Like here that we did. Enough traffic for sales, but also not as difficult. And one of the things I see, and I get excited every time, I'm like, what is this keyword, right? If it's not obvious. One, it could be a branded one. You want to stay away from those. Two, what we did was, let's just pick one. And I think I did meditation music in an example, a video that I just recorded too. Meditation music, right? It doesn't have a whole lot of volume, but this is what I do. So meditation music, I'm just going to copy it. And this is how you, if you are on a budget to do ASO, this is how you look at the results. So what we're going to do is just do meditation music, and I'm going to do a search for it. Now you can see title, subtitle, title, and subtitle. This sometimes works too. So you can see they're just repeating the entire title in the subtitle. He's number 4. So given that this is, what I'm trying to say is, this might not be the best keyword. I'm not that afraid of this keyword because the number 1 app doesn't have meditation music in it, and it only has 12 ratings, but this one does, and it's 218. So I think I can rank for it. And that's what I do sometimes. If you can't pay for an ASO tool, use App Follow. It's free. Click this eye icon to do keyword research, or use Google Trends and just see what the search volume, because when you click this, oh, beautiful. Thank you, App Follow. You'll see that these are the keywords, right? And then based off these keywords, along as this is the realm that you want to be. This is the realm you want to be. Because what I found is they don't have as much competition as the ones up here, right? Sleep sound, super popular, or meditation in general. So that's where you want to be. And then using some of the strategies we share in the academy, you can start to rank higher for these keywords, and then ultimately start driving downloads. And that's exactly what we did to exit that app. And dude, I was about to give it up. I think the reason why I wanted to share this, even though it wasn't like a huge sale, I mean, 5 figures is still pretty decent. And we got more than this, right? The 11,000 for those just listening, the 12,000. But what I would say is, for those, why I want to share this case study was like, look, guys, sometimes it takes a lot of time. Like here, it took a whole fucking year to get this going. Like, just if you still believe in it, we like this app, right? If you're doing keyword research, and the way we stumbled upon this keyword was like, we're just doing keyword research for other apps, right? And I was like, what is this keyword? This might be interesting. Let's use that keyword. And so that's how you do it, is don't give up on it, right? Like sometimes it just takes time, and then boom, it's off and running and you exit. So, and especially from just personally my the way we saw our company growth is, look, it took me like 7-8 years just building it. And then like the last 2 years, we've just completely exploded. And so that's what I mean. When you look at this chart, and this is why I want to see it, because too many times we hear this success story, I launched it and I sold it. And it's like, no, I had this doing nothing for the longest time. And just one little keyword made a big change in all of that. All right. Cool. Like, all right, Ace Exam Pro. I got you, bro. Let's see. Can you sell white label 20-ish mobile app, 8 apps, 8-month-old, 20 climbing? Yeah, you can sell whatever you want, right? For me, luckily the person came to us and said, hey, we want to buy your app, but you can go on Flippa. A lot of people have sold for like millions of dollars on Flippa, which I was shocked by, but yeah, you can sell it. I mean, as long as somebody's interested in buying it, you can pretty much sell it. It's a great way to do it. And on this note too, sometimes guys, if you are working, Priest, tell me which keyword, any fitness keyword, just give me the keyword. If you are now I just lost my thought. What multer can I get for it? Okay, let's see, it comes back to me. Ace Exam says, what multiplier I can get for it? So if it's, okay, great question. Here's what I discovered recently. I won't say I'm an expert in this, but there's 2 things, Ace Exam, so you might want to keep it. There's 2 things that will get you a higher multiple. 1, longevity. Since you're only 8 months old, a buyer is concerned, is this a trend or is it going to fall, right? As you can see, this one, it's been over a year where we've been able to successfully maintain our revenues. So that's 1. 2 is the more you're making, so you're doing 20,000 MRR, that's amazing. The more you're making, the less risk there is, right? For my app, I didn't ask for a huge multiple because I knew there were more risk in getting an app that was making just a few $1,000s and going to 0, right? We sold it around right here in November. So that's why it's 0. But there's more risk in this. So the more you're making, the higher the multiple because there's less risk involved in this. So that's what I would say. I would say usually 2 to 5 is reasonable, and about 3.5 is probably the norm and the average for that multiple. Okay. And any fitness keyword? Kevin, give me a keyword, please, because it's push-ups and I can get into it, but yeah, give me a keyword. Kevin, good to see you. Kevin was just on his local news. Congrats to you, my friend. He's a really good soul. He sends me emails all the time, but I love it. All right. Juan says, change the setting. Been looking for a free ASO tool for ages. Thanks. Juan, well, if you tune in each week, I always talk about AppFollow. I love that tool. All right. Fitness coach keyword. Okay. BN, how common is it for buyers to come to you? I have a lot of people in my inbox blowing up, or is it pretty rare? Look, they came to us. I looked at their website. I was a little bit afraid, to be completely honest with you guys. I wasn't sure. And towards the end, I was a little PO'd that they kept my money a little bit longer because they had the app. The app was making money, and they kept it. They didn't release the funds until there's a revenue cat issue. It's not revenue cat's fault. Frankly, it's their fault for not knowing about this, but they kept my money until the revenue cat issue was solved. It was just transferring the revenue cat account from mine to their account. And so I was like, look, I have nothing to do with this. You should just release my money because you have my app now, right? Like this time I was like, what is going on? Now that I know the exact dates, like seller, me, transferred everything. And then now there's like 2 weeks in between of them just holding on to my app. And I'm like, look, I know the app is making money. Granted, it's tiny. But if this was an app that was making, let's say, $100,000 and you're taking 2 weeks, that's $50,000 that's going straight into your bank account. That's not hitting my bank account anymore because now the app has been transferred. So something to really pay attention to when you're going through the acquisition is, since you transfer it, when are the funds going to be released after I transfer it? Because once it's transferred, then I can't do anything anymore. And it's in their account and they are now generating money from the account. So I was pissed because if this was a bigger app, like that's a lot of money that's going into their account and they haven't released anything yet. It should be mine until, they release the funds. So keep that in mind. here too. And then BN, I don't know if that answers your question, but you can always reach out to people too. Like I've sold a couple of apps on Flippa as well, and I bought a couple of apps here. All right, let me answer Priest's question. Fitness coach. I hate that term, but all right, fitness coach. What I would say in the fitness category is go niche. Like stop trying to be a fitness coach. Nobody cares. Okay, so let's put push up for crying out loud. Okay, now you can start to see. And then let's use Google Trends. So I'm going to put like fitness challenge. I have no idea what's going to happen. So we're all working together, right? So fitness challenge. Now here's the interesting part. This is what I'm talking about. Top, right? This is what people are searching for. Rising. Okay. So now you said any workout term, right? Fitness coach. Please, what did you say? Any fitness term. Okay, fine. Well, let's put workout. All right. 1990 workouts fad. Okay, interesting. CrossFit workout. Wall Pilates. Interesting. Right. Now you can go query. Flat stomach. Interesting. Skull crusher. Now you can see the traffic volume of these things. This is why I like it. Now let's pick skull crusher. How do I get this? Oh yeah, good. One Punch Man workout. Woke of pre-workout. Today's Orange Theory, caged. Okay. So now I'm just going through, right? Going through all this stuff. And now let's just pick flat stomach workout as an example. There's 27,000 searches a month for it. It's rising. It's low competition. Pre-workout, back workout. Okay, this is better. These are the top. Back workout as an example. Or let's pick pre-workout. So pre-workout, let's come over here. Down follow. Put in pre-workout. Whoops. Hold on one second. Okay, pre-workout, two words. Perfect. Let's see what comes up. We might have just discovered a great keyword, guys, together. All right. I like how nobody has it. Now, I'm going to search for it right here. There's one. Now we just need volume. Okay. So let's click on the first app because they probably have it in their title. Hopefully. Ah, man. App follow. I love you guys. Hey, if anybody in the developing community knows how to build this tool, all this tool does is there's an Apple Search Ads API integration that if you click on this, let's say you own this app, if you click on this, it's pulling the Apple Search Ads recommended keywords if you were to run search ads. If you know how to build this, reach out to me, please, because I want this tool. All right, let me show you something else, because if that keyword had volume, that's good. I want to show you something else too, because here's how I start analyzing a keyword. All right, let me hide some things and then come back to you. All right, here we go. So I go to Safari. It was pre-workout. And I'm looking at this. So maybe they're always looking for supplements. You're like, this is not what I'm trying to do, right? So if you have a supplements out there, maybe that's where you put in you might want an app because there's decent term. Now, what I do know is, and I'll share this podcast app because Martin, he's a past podcast guest of ours. I asked him, hey, what's working well for you? And he said, ASO and SEO. SEO, I was like, what? Tell me more. So as you can see, I search for podcast app and I'll show you the volume of podcast app, but he ranks really well. So there's an ad right here and he ranks for number 2 right here. I do know a client of ours ranks number 1 right here. He drives hundreds of downloads through Google every single day because he's number 1 here. So that's how I start thinking through it. And we have another person in our community whose ASO is not very good, doesn't rank for that many terms. He is number 1 for this term. On the ASO side, there's no keyword volume, but from the on the Google web search side, there is volume. And he's getting downloads from Google primarily right now. So the algorithm, I'm not an SEO expert, but what I feel like the algorithm is all about is with Google, it's more about ratings and what you have in your title, right? So this one has the most great title, right? And this is where you're like thinking, if you're thinking through description on the iOS side, the description is an index. On Android, there it is. But on the iOS side, this is where you might start thinking through putting podcast app everywhere, right? To just, you don't want to spam it, but you want to put it in places so that people start seeing, like Google starts indexing, because Google will index this. So that's the, I'm trying to get my app to number in here. I can't figure it out yet, but the one that's beating me, the search results are different from the App Store and the Google search side of things. And Google prioritizes the name and the reviews. And I just don't have enough reviews to beat the other guy. But I'm beating him on the ASO side, just not on the SEO side. Okay. Hope that answers your question. Let's get into it. All right. Fitness coach. Keywords here. I don't know what that means, Mateo. All right, ACE Exam Pro. Are you experienced with web apps, or do you know someone who is? For example, taking the same study apps I found for mobile and porting them to the web. If you're talking about the technical side of this, ACE Exam Prep, no, not an expert on the technical side. From the marketing side, yeah, I mean, we do help clients with their web campaigns as well. So if you have questions about that, I answered your question. Do you have experience, or do you know someone? So if you want me to go on, then let me know. All right. How easy is it for these kind of apps to stop ranking after a while? Great question. Look, it really depends on the competitiveness of the keyword, Mateo. So for our app that's right here, we were able to optimize for that keyword, get to number one and maintain that. And we still maintain it, ever since post sale. So it really depends on the keyword. That's why I like, part of it is using ASO tools like App Follow and ASO Mobile and App Radar. ASO Mobile is a sponsor of ours, but also looking at the actual search results. All right. So that's the important part too. All right. Look, there's been a lot of like niche fitness apps that do pretty well. So don't be afraid of being niche. Let's go to Otaku Hub. Otaku. Look you up. Otaku Hub. Huh. Interesting. Very interesting. They are a anime action figures and collectibles. Oh, shit. I'm still sharing my screen. All right. All right. Man. Okay. Otaku Hub. Do you think they have the right approach regarding not offering a free version? What would this approach work for a new app without any history or following? What do you mean free version? So I don't know what you mean by free version. I'm going to try to expect. Okay, here. Let's see. Do you think it's the right approach? Look, this is the way I'll answer it. What we found is content gating does work, right? Which means if you lock up more of your content, not give away everything for free, it works a bit better. The other thing is also that I feel like ASO in 2025, retention is starting to become a bigger part of the puzzle. I don't know. I don't have enough data, but I just know that my app, the more successful one right now, we've been able to get to number one for our main keyword. We just haven't been able to maintain it. And the number one app for this only has like a handful of ratings, but it's pretty much free to use. And I feel like Apple is prioritizing that app over mine, even though I'm making money, and I'm going to assume he's not making money at all because of the retention. So we're toying around with trying to like give away more free content and then seeing if that helps our ASO. So it depends on your state, right, Otaku? If you're just beginning and you want to find product market fit, just lock up everything. Try to get some revenues into the door, because most people will buy by during the onboarding process. So even a hard paywall where they cannot X out of the paywall works. Long-term solution, probably not great, right? And we've seen that. One of our apps that we purchased, we were number one. We did a hard paywall, took the app from $1,000 to $10,000 a month, but eventually lost that ranking. I had a feeling that it might be because of the hard paywall. So hard paywall, great short-term, just to find product market fit, but maybe not the best long-term, depending on your category. The second thing, and my last point on this, is I like to build apps that are painkillers. because I know that if I'm trying to solve like your back pain, the fitness term, right, Priest? If I'm trying to solve back pain, you're more likely to buy that versus meditation, right? Meditation is a thing that we kind of want, but anxiety relief is something we need. So that's the painkiller and vitamin thing. And where you can go aggressive on your paywalls is the painkiller aspect of things. So if I'm trying to anxiety relief, if I really want to be aggressive with my paywalls and just make it a hard paywall, it will work better there than just like a meditation app, as an example. Okay, Mateo says, Mateo's got a lot of questions. Do these kind of smaller apps stop ranking eventually? Thinking about buying a few, making 10 to 20,000 ARR, but scared they will flop after a while. That's why there's more risk. So that's where you can get away with a smaller multiple, Mateo. There's definitely more risk. Look, you're an expert. We bought an app that was making about exactly what you are talking about, 10 to 20,000 ARR. And we're able to buy it, took it from $1,000 a month to $10,000 a month pretty quickly, like literally pretty quickly. So if they're ranking pretty well organically and you don't feel like the way I bought this app was they're ranking really well organically and they're undercharging. There's no subscription. It was a one-time charge. I was like, I can turn this around. And we did it. So you'll know the data. Oh, Damien, thank you. Pre-workout is low popularity. Thanks, Damien. Afternoon, John D. Okay, good. Priest loves it. Aryan says, Steve, I can code Apple Search Ads API integration. Aryan, if you don't know my email, figure it out, bro. It's pretty easy. All right, come on. Just reach out to me. It's all over the website. That's a ding on you, okay? Just guess. And there's an email address literally on our website. Okay, but Aryan, I'm looking for your email. You better send me it soon. All right. Cynical Koala, is it 2x, 5x the profit or revenue when it comes to valuation? Profit. Come on. Get out of here. Just kidding. Of course it's profit. Look, while on this note, all right, what I do want to say is I've seen a lot of deals. I'm on this list, the broker's list, and I can see because I want to buy more apps too. Anyways, a lot of apps, the thing that most people don't say this is a lot of apps that have high revenues that you might see on Sensor Tower, sometimes they don't have a high profit margin. And they're so reliant on ads that when I'm looking at their numbers, anytime they turn off ads, their revenues fall. That means their organic suck, right? Like obviously you want to be at a nice balance of having organic traffic and paid traffic, but a lot of apps don't get so obsessed with your competitors' Sensor Tower numbers because you don't know what their profit is. And I've seen apps, I'm like, I want to buy this app. It's making $100,000 a month, but they spent like $80,000 on Facebook ads to make $100,000. Well, interesting, but like, okay. So I'm buying an app to do more work because now I got to manage Facebook ads and I got to really pay attention to that. I don't know. Not something that I want to do. Mateo, thank you so many. Sorry for so many questions. Mateo, I need the questions. I'm running out of content, bro. So keep going. All right. Thank you, Steve. Otaka, good. Pre says, I've tried to use some great keywords and ran a campaign. However, 2-3 weeks, the ASO still yet to be indexed. Do I change the keywords? How and when do I know when to change it? Priest, great question. I won't explain everything. That's why I came up with 10. Okay. This is close the loop on why I say 10. You try certain campaigns. That's why I talk about app advice. Give up the lifetime offer for free. If you give it up for free, and I have let me share something with you because I just recorded something new for the Academy, my favorite growth hack, and I'll be available for you guys soon. Let me see if I still have the chart. Perfect, I do. All right. So if you guys aren't familiar, to answer Priest's question, he's like, how do I know when to change? All that stuff. Okay. Here's why I love doing the app advice campaign. You got a new app, you can't get any indexing. Okay. So you create a lifetime offer and you make it for free. You can see a lot of people are following my advice. I'm just going to assume everyone that's making a lifetime offer free, you've been following my crap. All right. You can see a lot of these people are making a lifetime for free. Why I do this is I do a new ASO update and then I run an app advice campaign. Right. Or Indie App Center, which is ours now. So this drives thousands of downloads, right? and you get your keywords index. And you can do a lot of creative strategies while that is happening as well, which I cover in the growth hack. Now, let me break down the cost because a lot of people are like, I can't do lifetime. It's too expensive, blah, blah, blah. Like, dude, do you want to try to grow this app? Yes. Do you have money to spend on marketing? No. I'm like, okay, here's why this works. Let's just assume you have an AI app. Most apps, and a lot of our apps, don't have any server costs. Like, it's I don't care if I have 1 million users or 10,000 users, same cost. Let's say you have server costs and you run the app advice campaign and you get 5,000 downloads on the safe end. You make the lifetime offer for free and you get 5,000 downloads. I mean, sorry. Yeah, on the safe end, 5,000 downloads, right? Somebody in our academy just did this. He messaged me. I'm going to look it over here. He's like, Steve, I got 13,000 downloads and 50 new ratings. That's what app advice does. If you ask for the rating on the first time user experience, you get thousands of users and you get more ratings and you get your ASO kicked in. So let's say that 5,000 on the safe end cost you $5,000 in server costs because people are now using your app. If we looked at the cost per download, right, or CPI, cost per install, that's $1. And I don't know about you, I rather have usage costs than just marketing costs. If you run a Facebook campaign for $5,000, I guarantee the percentage wise, I don't guarantee it, but I would bet that you could not hit $1 cost per install, right? It's very hard. And if you do, you might not be able to spend $5,000 in a month. So that's why I like this campaign. I feel like developers are thinking it backwards, especially the big ones, when they're like too afraid of doing a lifetime offer. What I generally hear is, I have no money for marketing. I don't want to do a lifetime offer because it's going to kill my server costs and I don't know what else to do, but I don't want to spend money on Facebook. Okay, well, good luck. Go away then. I'm like, how can I, good luck, good luck. So that's how I think about it that way. All right. Dimitris, good to see you, bro. Ethan exited his parallel live app. Yep, I saw that too. All right. Nurex, good to see you. How special correctors or space is making role in App Store rankings? I don't know about this, Nurex. So I do know that certain keywords have a dot. So look at the autofill. We'll tell you, right? If you put in the autofill like for pre-workout and you're not seeing any, here's what I like to do. I'll pull up my computer. Hold on before I share anything crazy with you guys. Awesome. And I'll get into the app audits too, because we're running on time. All right, here's what I like to do. So pick an app like pre-workout, since we just did it. Okay. I like to look at that. I'm like, what is it happen? What's happening? And now that, so like meditation, I'm like, okay, what are people searching for? And now that iOS 18 is out and people can search by voice, new keywords. So if you go on, I'm not going to show you guys this, but if I go on meditation on my iOS 18 app, right? I put meditation, I see different auto search results here. So let me I spelled it wrong. Meditation. Yeah. So I have different search results here. For my iOS 18 phone, I see meditation. Oh, I spelled this wrong too. Meditation. Okay. I see meditation app free, meditation app timer. And then I see on iOS 18, meditation app for daily needs as this. So this is a great keyword that you might want to pay attention to because it is the 4th autofill result on iOS 18, but under iOS 18, nothing. So this might be a good keyword for you to go after if there's, I don't even care about the volume. I like that it is the number 4 search result under meditation app free, meditation timer, and then it's meditation app for daily needs. So that's how you do keyword research. Just look at your autofill search results over here. All right. Ooh, boy. Oh, I didn't even answer your question. So Priest, when you change them, so after you run this campaign, let's say you're not ranking for it. That's why I said 10. Switch. For my app, we made $1,000 within the first month, just ASO. No app advice, no nothing. Okay. What I did was I went after this keyword. It didn't go. I wasn't able to get any higher than 8. And then I was like switching. I switched. That's why I have 10. I switched to a different keyword, got that to the number 1. And then that drove downloads and that drove revenues too, because the paywalls are great. So like, that's why I have 10. So you can cycle through. You do everything you can. If it doesn't work, you have backup. and you just rotate between those keywords. All right. All right. Once you rank top 3 for a good keyword, how often should you update it? If it's relevant and has a lot of traffic, Mateo, I just try to keep it and just pray to the Apple gods that one day I will be number 1 for this keyword. Okay. So that's it, really. Like, I haven't changed my app name. This is the keyword for my app. It's the main reason why I built this app. It is that keyword. I'm doing everything I can, testing outside of ASO, how I can get it to number 1, whether it's through ads or anything else, trying to figure that out. Right. Any tips to get US ratings needed for app advice? Down, John. All right. So it is in the App Masters Academy how you get these 5-star ratings. So app advice, you need 5-star, at least 5 ratings to get it going. So 1, and especially in the US, right? Because they're on the US. You can ask all your US friends. There were these like exchanges too. So maybe look at Reddit. There's some developer communities. The other thing is you can pay for it. So 5 is not that big. You can pay for those ratings too. And I share where those sources are in the App Masters Academy. Stay away, Apple. You're not allowed in the Academy. All right. Dimitri says, my game Connected for the iOS makes 5 figures in this year. Should I sell it or wait to make more? Yeah, Dimitri, like, so you're in the same situation as me. We're about 5 figures. You probably have a little bit more. Look, it's up to you, man. Like, honestly, I'm not going to make that decision. The reasons for selling it are entirely up to you. For me, my philosophy has always been I'd rather be too early than too late. So if I sell it for 5 figures, let's say I sell it for like 30 grand, 40, 50 grand, right? And they grow it and it's like 100, 200 grand. Great. But I'm happy for them, for the buyer. I want the buyer to have a win, right? Now, let's say I sell this and let's say the app's making 20,000 and the app goes down to 10,000. I'm going to regret that a whole lot more than selling it for 50 and the app growing it for 50. Now, I don't know your financial situation, but that's part of the reason why I exited this app. Like, I was like, okay, cool. It's a good enough offer. I want to get my hands clean off of this. Karan said that camera quality is crisp now. Thank you, Karan. I'm excited too. Thank you for noticing. All right. Martin in India, would you keep the app name super short to keep the title free for more keywords in the title? Martin, it's worth trying. It depends. I am doing that for one of my apps. I did do that for one of my apps too. So 2 apps. One app, I named it exactly what the keyword I was targeting. And I just put app right after it, like podcast app I showed you. Couldn't get it to number 1. All right. Another key app that I launched, got it to number 1. We're in the top 3 right now. And we were number 1 for a very, very long time, but Apple's changing a lot of those things. So I like to do it in the very beginning because then I'm like all in on that keyword. And this gives me the best potential shot of ranking for that potential keyword, right? So I'd like to do it. If it doesn't work, then I change up. That's why we have the 10, guys. And I'm giving away all my ASO secrets here. I'm planning to launch a new app. Vishal says, I'm planning to launch a new app in 2025. Do you have any tips or advice? I don't know. Let's do generic. Come up with a better thing. Yes, I have my favorite. If you go on YouTube, you're on LinkedIn right now, Vishal, but go on my YouTube channel and then search for the fastest way to get 100,000 downloads. That's my advice. If you don't want to spend any money on marketing, you want to kickstart any app, it is the best way to kickstart any app. App's gone free. Create a lifetime offer, make it for free, kickstart it. What generally happens, and this is how we took an app. Let me go back to my favorite case studies. Here it is. Because we did this campaign, we took an app just making a few $100s a month, all the way to $92,000, but $91,000 in all of 2024. Came to me, barely making any money, right? Launched it last July 2023, came to us in December 2023, and boom, boom, boom. Using this app advice idea, everything just kicked in. So it doesn't always look this way, right? I wish my app was like this too. Doesn't always look this way, but that's the potential. So if it doesn't, then you're back to where you are right now. But if it does, well, congratulations. All right. Email sent. There you go, my bro. You found it. Thank you, Ariane. All right, I'm gonna mail you because we gotta talk, bro. All right, Mateo, haha. Okay, good. I guess I need to get into John. Come, dude. Trust me. The Academy's awesome. All right, and we're gonna do some cool things this year. Oh, John D. Thank you, John D. We need this. All right. Get some more questions. I'll go through the last one. Priest, you're the last one, and then I'll go into the app audit. Okay, thank you, John, for your joke. Jules, I don't understand why you're scared of the AI costs. I just apply for a grant from Azure, and it will cost you $0. Thank you, Jules. Azure, great. Thank you. Thank you, Demetrius. Tile Manchos, what's your take on iOS versus Android on subscription revenue, especially for new apps without a lot of marketing? Oh, come on. Where you been, bro? iOS, way better for subscription revenue than Google. Google can give you a bigger reach, but they're not likely to pay. The number one complaint on Android is this app charges. They don't want to pay for anything. So iOS, US generally is the best. Okay. Pre says, sorry, Steve, you mentioned on rotating 10 keywords. Do you mean rotate keywords between the title and subtitle or just replace the keyword completely? No, great question. Thank you, Priest. I need to explain myself better. The first one, rotate keywords between your title and subtitle, right? And do a lot of tricks that are in the Academy. I know I'm promoting the Academy a lot. I apologize. But I just want you guys to know I can't share everything publicly. So there are things I'm hiding because I don't want them to stop working, frankly. All right. So Priest, what you want to do is just rotate them. Like if this keyword isn't working for you and you've done everything, then move a different keyword into the title from the keyword field. Or luck, you just joined. I'm gonna kick you back out. All right, cool. And then I will hold off. Dom John just joined the Academy. Welcome, my friend. All right, Dom John, look up Black Hat ASO Strategies. You'll get to the 5 ratings. And then welcome to the community, man. All right. Oh, all right. Let's get into my favorite part of the show. We'll get some dad jokes and audit some apps. All right. Do want to give a shout out to my sponsor, AirBridge. They have a new tool, and I'm going to show you the link to check it out. If you do any deep linking, you want to really check out this tool from AirBridge. So if you go to appmasters.com/AirBridge, please, if you go to AirBridge, just use that link, appmasters.com/AirBridge. You'll figure out. So Firebase is shutting down their dynamic link, and AirBridge has a great alternative for it. It's very cheap, and it's a great way. We've already incorporated this into our Indie App Santa app, and we're going to try to show you how it works. But if you're doing any type of influencer marketing, affiliate marketing, email marketing, and you want a seamless experience from web to app, from anywhere to app experience, then you need deep links. So what I really want to do is use deep links for our Indie App Santa where there's a deal and you get straight into that particular deal when you download the app. So appmasters.com/AirBridge. Don't go to airbridge.io. Just go to appmasters.com/AirBridge. All right. Now, if you want your app featured in a future live stream, all you got to do is go to appmasters.com/audit, appmasters.com/audit. And if you want a 1-hour consultation with me, that's where you'll find the link to as well. All right, John D. Thank you, my friend. It's me and John D. So John D, you get a free promo on Indie App Santa. All right, because you had a joke and we didn't even have to ask you. All right, here we go. John D versus me, but he's going to get an Indie App Santa promotion anyways. John D, why do farmers, John D says, why do farmers keep their cows to sleep on their fields overnight? Why do farmers keep their cows sleeping on their fields overnight? Because it's pasture bedtime. There you go. Good joke there. All right. That's John's joke. I got my joke. So, and then we're going to pick another person. If you vote, we're going to pick a random person to give you a free Indie App Santa promo as well. All right. That was John's joke. I got my joke. My joke is, guys, I just got a vasectomy. I didn't. Let's just pretend I did. I just got a vasectomy, but my girlfriend still got pregnant. Apparently, all a vasectomy does is change the color of the baby. There it is. All right. So put J if you thought John's joke was better, and put S if you thought my joke was better. And then Hisanchu in the comments will pick a random winner to have a free Indie App Santa promo. So we're going to have 2 promos, guys. All right. If you guys aren't familiar with Indie App Santa, great way to plug it. If you're looking for an affordable solution to App Advice where you can do a price drop. So App Advice only wants free apps because its app's gone free. Come to Indie App Santa. Go to our Twitter profile. We're rebuilding the website. Just go to Indie App Santa promo right here. and then you'll find all the links you need to exit. But here's what I've been suggesting to people. Do the lifetime offer for free on App Advice, right? Then go to Indie App Santa and do a lifetime discount for $10. That's where you'll drive the revenues, because we're going to charge you for this promotion and you want to make that money back. If you just want traction, make it for free. But if you're looking for money, aha, well, TextWise AI, welcome, my friend. You can get this for $9.99 lifetime, and that's where you'll drive money. We've driven $1,000 plus. One of the people in our academy, he did an Indie Apps promo. So once you're in the academy, you get discounts on all our services. The Indie App Santa, you get discounts on any of our partners too. So it's not just courses, community, and discounts. But anyways, he did that. We took his app, making about $4,000 a month to $7,000 a month by doing a lifetime price drop on Indie App Santa. And here's where I want to do a deep link, if I can. Okay. Sorry. No more jokes. You can't get any more free ones. All right. Oh man, look at all these jokes. All right, Sanchi, you want to tell me who the winner is? You just tally it up, and then I will get into the apps that we want to audit. All right, let me pull all this stuff up right here. Thank you to my team for putting all this together, making it easier for me. All right, we got Kang first. All right, Kang's app is right here. Let me pull that up. We'll just do this right here. Kang, here's your app. I wish I had how come I can't see it on the web? Let me try to pull it on the web for you guys so that it becomes a little bit easier to see. But he's got it's called Mony Note, and it's an expense tracker app. So very interesting. Let me see if I can just pull it up on the web. I hate the Mac store because the screenshots might look different. Yep, it does. Okay, here we go. Mony. Okay, I like it. Mony Note, expense tracker. Going after those keywords. Track expense and income. Kang. Simply manage your finances. Minimal and user-friendly. Export reports to Excel. See, this is where I'm like, you sound like everybody else, right? I talked to somebody in this industry. I won't tell them their app, but their app was very, very clever, and it's a different way of budgeting. So, like, there's a couple of things. What unique thing are you adding to this expense tracker space? And why is this better than all the expense tracker apps? For us, the way we come up with the messaging, I'm like, I want to be at AppMasters, the most affordable, most effective app marketing agency. Cutting the fluff. I want to tell you directly what's working and what's not. Don't want you to have to test for too long. Okay? Because we've done all the tests. That's how I try to differentiate myself, because I know a lot of people in our audience are indie app developers. So that's why affordable is important to me, right? Effective, obviously, goes without saying. Guess what, guys? No matter how big you are, you always want affordable. So what is your difference? That person that I talked to, they named their app completely something different, and I love the name, and it works really well for this. So think about that, like, because it's just like, why do we need another expense tracker app? And also I had Jack on from the Way app, the meditation app, and he was talking about like their unique approach to the meditation space, and they've done very, very well. We're working together, and they've done very, very well. So it is, instead of what Jack calls the Netflix of meditation, like Calm and Headspace, they all have like tons of meditations that you can choose from. They're just like, nope, you have one path. So it's like a course. You just take the course, and that's it. And they've done an amazing job with just the organic side of things. Look, 5.0 to 209. And I know how well they're doing from a revenue perspective, and it's a really cool app, but there's a difference. See, follow a single, and that's what he said. We made a claim and said we're going to be the single step-by-step path. So what is your difference, King? And then let's go into the app itself, because I know that's what you really care about, not me blabbing on about your unique selling point. All right. Money. Allow. Okay. Look, the first thing, I do not want to see this. Most people drop off right here. SoundCloud reported Andy from, I think he's Andy at Feature now. He was on the podcast years ago, but anyways, he was at SoundCloud and he was talking about how they saw only 75% of the people go on from this. So they got 25% drop off. SoundCloud. Okay. So you don't want to do this right here because people will drop off. And it's a first screen. Okay. Get rid of that. Okay. Just start with this. Take note to track your, okay, cool. Help us grow. See, how are you going to get help us grow if I haven't even seen anything about the app? Like, if you're going to then ask me to sign in, like, if I want to help you grow, I didn't get the review prompt, but then I will like gladly sign up for your app. Now, the other thing is, bro, like, where's the paywall? Open GIF. I don't even, okay, Piggy. And why are you hiding the GIF down here? Like, this is completely empty. And you hide the little GIF right here. I don't get it. Like, this should be your, if your whole philosophy is we want virtual pets to grow, but and you grow it by saving money, then lead with this. Why are you leading with this boring shiznit? Okay, expense, income. I'll add on. What is it? Dom John just came in. So here, I got some money right here. Dom John, I don't know what you signed up for, but I'll just say it's $2.99, which is our lowest thing. Don't worry, guys. We're coming out with the different pricing too. We're going to actually increase our pricing soon. So if you want to get access, you better start soon. Okay, skip category. And then I thought I just told you this. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Add note. I don't want to add note. How do I skip this? And what the, I don't even know what am I supposed to do here? Did I miss something, guys? I'm so confused. I thought it said income. Oh, this was a tag. I'm supposed to add the amount. Okay. That was confusing. And what's this line right here? That's a little confusing too. But anyways, I guess let me try it one more. Income. Oh, okay. This is a category. Select the icon, come up with a category, academy. Oh my gosh. All right. It's very complicated. I wish I could just, yeah. All right. Interesting. And I don't know where your paywall is, Kang. Where's your paywall? By the way, I love these features, guys. I think it's been years now, but a client of mine told me these things work. Oh, I should tell Murph, if you're watching, Murph, we got to put this in your app. Look, if you have credits, there's a great way to get people to spend this. This will increase retention. So, Kang, what I would prefer to do is I love this visual, and you just work this visual into this transaction. Because if I see as I'm saving or making money and this thing grows, I'm more interested in using this app some more. This is a little, I would remove some of these features, these icons, and move them somewhere else. But I really love this visual. It's a really well done app. So good job. I just can't find where your paywall is. And you're not here to tell me. So poop on you. Upgrade to pro. Oh my God, you're too low, bro. You're too low. I'll buy this app. This is too low. $4. Nobody's gonna pay. At least charge $20 a year. That's the price point that I would always start with. If you're just curious and you're like, you don't want to charge too much, just start off with $20 a year. Do that. Okay. Right now it's too low because it almost has a negative effect, especially if you're targeting the US audience. I feel like this is a shit app because you're charging $3.99 a year. That's the truth. And that's what most people think about in the US. I'm like, oh, this must be crap because it's so cheap. All right. Good luck, bro. And keep me posted. Okay. Got some more jokes. Sanchi, who won that one? Did you count the votes? Got Steve. 4. I won. Take that, John. I won. Congratulations, me. Good. Steve won. Thank you, Sanchi. All right, we'll do one more. Satario. Oh, we got a few more. Where are the other jokes? Let me look through these comments. I like this one. All right, Aryan, you. Oh man, you guys got a lot of freaking jokes here. Oh man, I love it. Okay, I want to get into some of your questions. We're running out of time too. All right, man. Okay, uh, let's do a question or two, and then we'll get into the the last app. Nurex says calorie tracker versus AI dubbing video, which you think has more perspective on organic downloads. Nurex, come on, bro. You're in the academy. Go fucking do the keyword research. I'm not here to do your job. Go to app follow, put in all those keywords, and then figure out from an ASO perspective, you're just gonna have to use data. So use app follow. I already showed you the entire process that we use. Just do the work, bro. Do the work. Stop focusing on always wanting to build. I like to find the opportunities. Look, the Cal AI, I'm gonna try to get that guy on the podcast. He's trending on Twitter and all that junk, but he's using organic social media to drive downloads. I don't know how to do that. I'm not an expert in that. I'm an expert in ASO. So I like to build apps that people are searching for. So I'm using ASO to help guide me on what app to build. I already showed you how to do that. Go to app follow, put in those keywords. All right. Anoth, I'm just going to call you that. What are your top tips for designing effective eye-catching app screenshots for the App Store that clearly showcase the app's features? Make it big and bold. Use like little text, right? One, screenshots are not always important. We were able to drive $1,000 for our app with literally screens of the app. They were just the ugliest things because I wanted to show you guys that screenshots, while important once you get to a certain phase, if you don't have any downloads, it doesn't mean anything. So we made $933 to be exact with the ugliest screenshots you can, well, not the ugliest, but they're just literally screens of the app, no words whatsoever. I wanted to show you that you can still make money not having an optimal experience, as long as you have some downloads. But if you do want this, Kang, you did a great job here. I love this, the simplicity of this. I think what this virtual pet stuff, I might move to the left and just this, you want just short text and you want your visuals of the app itself big and bold like this, big and up front and center. So that's what I would do. And then A/B test. Right? Jules says, what is your take on Explode of Nikita? I haven't heard of it, so thank you for telling me. But I think I'm a fan of Nikita's. I saw him at the Revenue Cat event, and he's a really cool dude. And I like the way he thinks. You know, a lot. I think what he said during the podcast with Revenue Cat with David, they did a live one at the Revenue Cat event. He said, "Look, I'm looking for things that can go viral." And so, and I've heard Ethan talk about this from Live Parallel. He said, "Look, if it can go viral on social media, I know it'll do well on the app side." And so I heard a couple of these people, viral app founders, they talk about this where they don't want to build it unless it goes viral. And so they'll test things on social media first to see if it hits that, if it starts going viral and starts getting views, then they build out the app. So that's the approach I would take. All right. Nurex says the keyword on title or subtitle, should we write keywords fields as well? Yeah, Nurex, look, one of my apps, we literally called it the main keyword. So just think, your AI dubbing. So calorie tracker in the title, calorie tracker in the subtitle, calorie comma tracker comma app comma free in the keywords, launched it, got it to top 3 for calorie tracker. That's not the app, and that's not the keyword, but that's what we did, and it got to number 3. Okay. It does work. Oh, Jan. Okay, I like this. Jan says, why did the ASO expert get kicked out of the library? They kept trying to optimize all the book titles and keywords. Jan, that is a great one. Okay, that is a great one. That is a great one. I like that one. I was gonna give him a free promo with Sanchu. I'll let Sanchu decide. But that's a great one. I like that one, man. I'm gonna use that one. Okay, let's get into the last app. We've got our Ahmad, A-M-O-D, Ahmad. Oh, speaking of workout apps, Workout Fusion. Looking for review and feedback on shortcomings of my app. Okay, got a video. Love the video. Let's see what the video has. You can always check out the YouTube. Go here. And I'll just talk about, hey, all right. This is interesting. What I would, I just thought about this right now. What I would do is optimize for your keywords here. So obviously Google owns YouTube, right? So you want to optimize the title and subtitle of your video. And we have seen good success with this for bigger clients, right? Like if you already have traction, that's where you'll see the impact. If you have no traction, go get traction. So optimize the title and subtitle for this, right? Think about even here, maybe workout AI, right? Things like this. One thing, and then I have this keyword everywhere tool where it tells me the search volume of that particular keyword in here. So workout songs playlist, they probably just want to listen to it on YouTube. Workout songs is pretty popular. So think through like what you can optimize for. And if it's workout fitness that has 1,300 views or searches per month, you can try to maybe even optimize for that. And you have a lot of views. Now, some promotional tab. What I want to test now is like, could you promote this app, this video, which I'm assuming you did because you have 7,000 views and only 2 subscribers. But the views, or maybe it's just coming from Google right here. But maybe if you promote it on YouTube, will it drive downloads? I don't know, but worth a shot. Try it out. Otherwise, pretty interesting. Everything else is really interesting. I just don't know what the workout, when you have something that generic, I don't know what this is for. Is it stretching? What is it? And, you know, that's the only thing. That's why I like being niche, because then I can just tell you exactly what we do. But anyways, that's just my feedback. Let's get into the app. Workout Fusion. See, I like this person that's, what is this? Warrior 2 pose. Why don't you just make that bigger? Like, that would be interesting. Stronger than yesterday workout. Like, is it a workout planner? I have no idea what this is. AI powered training. There's too much text. It's too much. Okay. You're trying to give me, look, warm me up. Like AI powered tracking. Make sure you have the right form. Next, da. What's the next thing? Whatever you said. Precise progress monitoring. Okay. Global community. Awesome. That could be 4 slides. I don't know what this is. Okay. So it's going to work on my form. That's what it looks like the app is. I have no idea. All right, cool. Oh, I see what they're doing. I think I know what this app is. It's like virtual reality. So I work out and try to hit this thing through the camera. I like it. It's interesting. Register. I love that you have register first. I wish you had Google because you're going to make me do all this work, but I will do it because you submitted this form and you waited a year to have your app audited. So might as well do the work. Okay. And we love silence on podcasts, don't we? All right. Oh my God, you're making me verify. I'm out, bro. I'm out. It's too much work. You know, people, if you don't need the emails, especially if you don't have that much downloads, don't do that. Oh my gosh. You're making me do so much work, bro. Okay, it's been verified now. And then I come back to the app. And then you ask me all these things. Look, aren't these things important for you to have? Who am I? What am I interested in? Like, this is more interesting. It's just too much work. It's just too much work. I'm going to act like a real user. I'm just going to kill the app. It's just too much work for me to go. I don't even know what, I don't even care about your paywall. Look at the videos. I don't care. I don't have enough time for any of this. All right. Let me see if I have any other video questions. John D says, I use Firebase for authentication and always start with the anonymous auth so I can track any user items. Yeah, thank you. Tell them how to do it. Okay. Kyler, I get this question all the time, Kyler. Is there an equivalent to app advice campaign for Android apps? The problem with Android apps is they don't have, you cannot make anything free. That's the problem. So go talk to Google. Google, if you're watching this, dude, just add the capability for me to make certain things free. That's it. Dom John says, if we want to make lifetime free, should we do IAS or app advice on the same day or separate? Separate, Dom John. Don't use app advice for the free because it's free. Get those 5 ratings, make it free. Then wait a little bit, see how well your ASO kicks in. If everything's working, keep going. If you need a little bit of push, then go to Indie App Santa, IAS, to do a lifetime price drop because then you'll actually make money from that. Right? You got to pay us And if you're a part of the academy, it's only $100. So you have to, you'll make up the $100 pretty easily. You guys want to hear another joke about pizza? Never mind. It's too cheesy. Okay. Ace Exam Pro says, I emailed App Advice and they never responded back. So I know Jen pretty well. She's always great at prompts. I don't know what email you use, Ace Exam, but if you go to Apps Gone Free app on Twitter, they have this pinned, and this is what you need to get on App Advice. So it's Jennifer T at appadvice.com. Sorry, Jen. Jennifer T at appadvice.com. All right. Oh, Keepa says, hey, I have one app. I'm new to app development. I have one app on the Play Store. Hope I'll learn from you. Welcome, my friend. Ariane's got a lot of jokes. I like Ariane already. All right. Pre says, what did the baby corn say to mama corn? Where's popcorn? All right. I think we're dead. Here's the last question. Here in Europe, people think it should be free. Yeah, I know. Everything should be free. Which localizations does the App Store index for the USA? I know there are 10, including US, English, Vietnamese, blah, blah, blah. So if you there's a link. Apple actually, let me see. I'm on App Store Connect right here for our app. Now, if you go into App Store Connect, and I'm not going to show you anything. I know I'm not showing you the right thing. So I'm looking at it right now. But if you go into your App Store, and then you see you're in the App Store, you're in the build, the version number, you see US English in the top right corner, not the top, but there's this little question mark. If you click on that question mark, you'll be sent to this link. This link shows you what all the app stores index. So if you go all the way down to US, you can see all these 10 localizations, including US English. It's really 9 right here, are localized to this. So we're trying to do more localization. So hopefully in the next solo live stream, I'll share with you some strategies I'm using to localize apps and try to drive revenues outside of the US right now. But this is how you can tell. Ace Exam says, you are the best. Thank you, my friend. I love hearing that. I need all the positive vibes I can get. Hi, Steve. What are the signs that your app still has potentials? And when you give up, I've hit 1,000 MRR, but I can't spend that or more every month. Yeah, Kyler. I mean, that's partly why I was just like, maybe think about selling it. But look, I think I'm very good, almost 100%, like 90. I'm very good at making an app go from 0 to 1. That's really good. 1 to 10. Okay. Pretty decent there too. 100 to 10. Sometimes you just get stuck from ASO. So a lot of our apps are making organically $2,000-$3,000 a month, right? And what we're trying, you need another channel. So you're going to have to figure out whether you should run. What I would say is start with Apple search ads. If you're an indie developer and you're on a limited budget, there's a basic campaign. That is the best campaign to run. If you're just starting out, you can cap it at a certain level. For one of our apps, we spent $800 on a basic campaign, made $3,000. And I have the numbers to prove it. It just worked for me. So I said, hey, I only want $1 per install, and it ended up working for me and brought in the highest revenues for this app that month. So try out basic and then try to scale it. But at a certain point, you're going to have to treat it like a real business, either content, right? There's other ways. If you're on a limited budget, content, social media, virality. I'm not an expert. That's just what I've heard from others that are making like $20,000, $100,000 a month, purely using organic TikTok, Instagram to drive downloads. So sweat equity, right? ASO, to a certain point, it's going to hit a ceiling. And if you maxed out with that $1,000, you're going to have to find different channels. Communities. People have done $4,000 or $5,000 a month just with Reddit communities, trying to foster that community on Reddit. So it's really that, man. It's like any business you try to run, you just need to figure out traffic. How are people finding about the app? Conversion, your paywall, your onboarding, and your retention or your LTV of your client, right? And if you can focus on this, so if you think about my business right now, we have the YouTube. That's the traffic generator. We have the conversion. That's our pricing plans and all this stuff. Then we have the LTV. And the big thing that changed in our business was when we focused on the LTV, everything immediately changed because we already had the demand. We just had to figure out, if you have the demand, we could fix everything else. So go get the downloads. All right. Yeah, cool. Man, there's so many people here still. All right. According to you, what are the main off-page ranking factors of the App Store? What are the main off-page ranking? Oh, okay. Got it. All right. So Abdullah says, what are the main ones? Then I would say downloads. So if you can drive more downloads, it's a lot easier for me to do ASO for a client that's already getting downloads and has paid acquisition, right? And so here, I'm going to show you guys this case study. There's a new video coming up, but this is a client of ours. They started working together with us in February of 2024. They're making about 70,000 plus, and then we took it to $200,000 plus. So there's still opportunity from an ASO perspective, and this is primarily through ASO. If you don't believe me, I always do this, right? You can see that over $100,000, $150,000 coming from App Store search. Now they're using influencer marketing too, so I won't take all the credit. But when they first joined, I was like, holy cow! The ASO spreadsheet that we put together for them, I saw a lot of keywords that were still there for the taking. And so that's what we were able to accomplish here. And then for you guys too, let me go back a little bit. I'm just giving you a sneak preview of this. So this is an app that we launched in 2023 for a client of ours. And this is where I'm talking about with you, Kyler, is we were able to get it to about $4,000 or $5,000 organically per month, right? Don't believe me? There it is. That was the first year. This first year, we made $42,000 on launch, right? On launch. Told me the idea, boom, started making money right away. Then that's what I'm saying. Like I do all this stuff for clients. And I'm like, where's my app? Anyways, we were able to drive over 97,000 last year, but we were organically, it got stuck at 7,000, right? We're trying a lot of things. Obviously, we've continued to grow it from 4, 5, 6, and then eventually it got to a point where it's like, all right, maybe 5 to 7,000 per month. That's where it's going to be at, settled in. What happened here? We ran Facebook ads. Right? And you don't have to spend that much on Facebook to make it work. So you can see what I was trying to point, and you'll have the video, so I won't bore you guys. Just watch the video that's coming up. It's going to be like 7 favorite case studies of 2024. You can see the money generated by Facebook actually is a bit more than what he's spending on Facebook. So that's what you're going to have to figure out. And he wants to really grow this app. And so we're trying it on, but we're trying Facebook. But what you can see is now we've got to 13,000 with the help of Facebook. And so what I like to do is build we're all mostly guys here. I like to build an army or a cash flow organically, use that organic money to then reinvest in some paid ads. And that way you always have and the benefit of Facebook obviously is your search traffic goes up too, App Store search traffic. And here's what I was trying to show everybody. App Store search sales, the blue line, is going up since we ran Facebook ads. So there's an added benefit to running Facebook ads. All right, guys, I'm sorry. There's a lot of questions. Please, I learned so much from you for the past month, Steve. I may consider the Academy join it. Look, don't come to me and just be like asking the same questions. Shock your system. It's just like anything in life. You need to shock your system. I don't need you to join the Academy. Keep joining, keep listening to the podcast, but you need to do something different. You can't keep doing the same thing. You need to shock the system. And if that means joining the Academy, great. If that means trying out organic social media, great. Do something to shock the system and figure out what you need to do next. Because, I've been part of apps where they were making money and then slowly started going down too. That's why, I'm like, get out early versus too late. All right. I know there's some more questions that I missed, but I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. I'm very honored that over 158 people right here are live and it's just me. So I will make sure to do more of these solo episodes answering your questions at least once a month, and we'll block it out in our calendar and I'll answer all your questions here too. All right. Thanks, guys. If you're liking this, do me a favor, hit that like button. All right. Do me a favor, do the like button. If you're on YouTube, put a comment freaking below. All right. Let's hack the algorithms here. All right. If you got any value of it, do that for me. And if you're listening to this on the podcast, go freaking leave me a rating and a review in your favorite podcast app as well. And trust me, you guys don't need to join the Academy. I'm going to try to share most of it. All of it works. It's just, there's this like 5%. You're only going to get 5% more on the Academy. But that 5% content leads to a community, which I love the most. So that's the added benefit. Hopefully you come. It's my premise of the Academy. You come for the courses, but you stay because we have a great community and you make friends within the community as well. All right. As you can see, my voice is going away. Thank you guys for joining. Have a great weekend. Next week, I have a friend of mine who's going to talk all about product analytics. And I've known her for years. We're going to talk about the impact of AI on app marketing, and then how do we be more inclusive. And I'm trying to do a better job of being more inclusive. So if you're a female founder out there or a female practitioner, you know, I want to highlight a lot of different people on the channel. I feel like that's my responsibility, given the audience I have. I want to make sure everybody's highlighted and represented as part of this community. All right, till next time, I'm blabbing on. Have a great weekend. I'll see you guys